You guys,
Ours is recording.
it's recording.
Ours
Okay.
is recording.
Do you remember the last time we did a podcast episode?
I really don't.
Come on, you remember?
No.
Come on, you got to think. You got to think about it.
No.
You know?
It was an internet one. Like,
No.
did we live stream it?
No. Well, maybe. Yeah,
Sort of,
I guess
or
we
no?
did do one of those. It was actually Adventureland. It wasn't Oktoberfest. It was the summertime Adventureland show we played,
Our summer
yes.
adventure series.
where it was kind of like, remember? It was like, well, I guess we're coming out of the pandemic, but we're not. Kind of. This is a weird show.
It was kind of a weird show, but there was also like 1,000 people there that were like so happy and hungry for music.
I do remember that.
Like, here's real life. Here's a tiny slice.
Here's a tiny slice, but then we're gonna go back into
Yep.
nothing. Because we played. Let's just recap from there. We played Adventureland, then we played a wedding the next weekend. Old Timmy Bratvold's wedding,
Timmy B.
and then we played a private party and Adventureland Oktoberfest, and then nothing. It went into. We did not play a show from the end of September until the end of January.
Wow.
Right?
This is really interesting stuff.
I'm just trying to recap for the people,
Oh,
okay?
okay.
It was basically like the classic Third Eye Blind song, Losing a Whole Year.
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
know, yeah, I know that one.
so we haven't podcasted in a while, you
knows that one.
stupid people.
People listen to that one?
It's not me.
Just
Third Eye
share.
Blind's great.
Well, of course, but that's the one you're gonna listen to?
Hey, speaking of, let's talk. We got to get something that Mason loves. He's giving me the look like he doesn't want to talk about this. So
I'm
we are
only
at Woolies.
interested in podcasting if it's things that I like.
Okay, well, here we go. Let's turn the pages. We are at Woolies in Des Moines. It is June 12th. We are playing a sold-out show at Woolies with opening act Tom's Top 8.
Yeah.
If you don't know Tom's Top 8, they are like an MySpace era emo throwback band.
That's my
Does
stuff.
the Fallout Boys, the Taking Back Sundays, the Good Charlottes,
My Chemical
Hawthorne
Romance.
My
Heights.
Chemical Bromance.
The used.
But what we
Brand
learned
new.
what we learned today is that Mason absolutely, it wasn't a phase for Mason. He loves,
I'm still in it. I still listen to that shit all the time. All the time.
but you know who doesn't? Corey and Jerry.
Oh,
Yeah.
I definitely listen to that stuff.
You
all
do?
the time. Yeah, the used. Well, the heavier side.
Yeah.
Right.
Like the poppier side, definitely not as much, but the heavier side, definitely.
Well, we even said like, is Brand New? Is that an emo band? Do you think?
I'm more like Thrice Thursday.
But is that emo?
Punk.
Punk. Okay,
I
pop
wouldn't
punk.
put Thrice in punk though.
Pop punk.
Like early,
Nah.
early stuff.
You think so?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're great. You should check them out. And what
Dr. Dre now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
do you think Mason has the widest range of musical likes out of all of us? Because
Probably not.
I think you do though, because you're into the emos, you're into the rap game quite
Yeah.
hard right now.
Mm-hmm.
You love the hip hops. You love the.
hip-hops.
You don't love
The
his metal as
hip-hops.
much. Yeah, you like metal too.
love metal.
You like pop music. You like Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
You like Yaz. We hear you play Yaz on
Yaz?
stage every night, dude.
Well, those are just wrong notes that I call Yaz.
It's just called Yaz, bro.
It's just called Yaz, man.
Well, like here's the thing. We got to recap to just get back into this, right? Because we're gonna try to do this a lot more now that we're together.
Godzilla
Together.
tour.
It's the Godzilla tour. Actually, you want to explain the Godzilla tour to people? People have been asking online. They're like, I don't understand the
I don't
Godzilla,
understand
tour.
Godzilla tour. Essentially, I think Mason and I were having a text conversation, and he sent me a Godzilla GIF, and it just like launched my mind into thinking about like the return to the world this year, and I was like, it's gonna. Well, I know you don't remember. But it just made me think like, oh my god. People are going to be so ready to rage. Like, every city that the pork tornadoes are coming to, it's going to be like Godzilla rolling up into your city and just destroying it
It's-
and leaving it in fucking ashes. Like,
It's kind of been. Don't you feel like?
Yes.
I thought that was sort
So
of.
far.
I was like, oh, Godzilla tour. Nobody's gonna care.
Yeah, we're
No.
totally gonna party, Jerry. Yeah,
yeah.
but he's right.
So once we got into the new year, we played Roof Garden in Okoboji, which was our first show in months. And remember, it was fun, but we were rusty as fuck. We hadn't been in the same room in 4 months. There was like you had to stay seated in your chair in these pods, and if you stood up, you couldn't. Like, no, sit back down. It was.
If you stood up, you had to have your mask on.
Yeah. If you stood up, you had to bring your mask back up, but then when you sat down, you could pull it back down.
Correct.
I felt like I was in trouble the whole time.
Yeah.
Correct. And I think the crowd did too, because they had a good time, but they couldn't like.
Yeah.
And then like there were some people I remember that were just like, fuck this, we're gonna go up and dance and it's awesome. And then like there would be like angry security staff that would come and either take them back to
Yep.
their seats or like put them in timeout or
It
something.
felt
if they
very
had
middle
their-
school dancey. You know what I mean? Like, you guys can have fun, but at
Well,
least
kudos-
6
Yeah, at a
inches
6
between
feet
you.
distance.
Kudos to the staff doing it. Like
Yeah.
that they didn't want to be doing that either.
That
No.
might have been one of the
Like-
first shows that happened in the state of Iowa on that type of a level. So
Yeah.
they didn't know what they were doing.
They didn't know
Yeah.
what to do.
In
They
fact,
were trying their best.
The rest of Winter Games was canceled, other than the Roof Garden show.
Mm-hmm.
So that was weird. But then we played Woolies in February, and that got a little better, but it's still weird because you had to sit at tables, and we could only put 200 people in here.
I think it was far enough though that by the end of the show, everyone was up
Yeah.
front and like felt glorious.
Yeah.
That was it-
like a little taste.
you get a little taste in your blood. But then
A little taste.
we played the Paramount Theater, limited capacity. We did the Storyteller show, and I think I've talked to many people. People that went to that show felt like that was the one that got them over the hump to go, we can do this. We can get back to being normal.
Yeah.
It felt that way for me. I mean, it was still a little rough. Like, I felt like it could have been a cooler show maybe in some aspects. We could have maybe played better.
Drums could have been better. For
Oh,
sure.
drums could always be. I needed a haircut. That was clear as day.
Always room for improvement on the drums.
But yeah, maybe you went to the show, maybe you bought it online, you watched the old virtual live stream, but I think that was
The
our last
old
live stream of
virtual
all
live
time.
stream.
I hope we never do a live stream again. You guys cool with that?
What if it's a special one?
No, we got to do something at some point. Just
Really?
because there's a lot of people that like wouldn't be able to watch
What
Portuguese
about Global?
otherwise.
Port
Yeah,
Tornadoes
cool.
Global Inc.
Yeah.
Portonado's Global Inc.
Yeah.
There's a place for it, but not when like that's all you can do.
That's
I
very
think
true.
We're
And that-
not gonna do Portnoy's Global Inc. Then I need to get my money back for the T-shirts I made.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
Yeah.
We made those worldwide global.
And we each have jackets coming.
All right.
They were made in China, so they're 4X. But don't let the label fool you.
Yeah.
They're
What-
stuck in a shipping container. It's going to be at least another year before they arrive.
Well, we've
true.
moved on from global to Sad Boys. We are now Sad Boys. So, in case you start seeing photos of us wearing Sad Boys
Okay.
T-shirts, you'll understand.
Can we talk about the shirt for a little
Will
while?
you explain it?
So I don't think anyone can explain it, which is the great thing about it.
How did
Nobody knows where it started.
You found it though, right?
So
No, I found it. We had been saying it forever.
because like it all started with Jiggle Jeff from
Wait,
the Half
hold on.
Love.
Before
Yes.
you do that, just for those of you that aren't watching, Mike's wearing a shirt that says Sad Boys on it, and there's like a little kind of Adidas Truly symbol
It's an
above
Adidas
it.
symbol made out of Trulies,
And then there's like some looks to be Japanese
which
characters
says the Pork Tornadoes.
underneath it, and
loosely
then
translated.
Very,
like-
very
there's a
loosely
sad
translated.
face.
Pigs of the wind.
That's
some
probably what
point,
it
Mike
says.
will post, I'm sure, a photo of this.
Did
but
you
anyways,
reverse translate that?
Okay.
Did we
No.
figure out what it
You
says?
should reverse it. We should see what it says.
Okay, we'll do that. Actually,
Yeah.
while you guys are telling the
Look
story
it
about
up.
the Sad
I
Boys,
want
I'm
you
gonna
to
look
put
it up.
Corey, now that
Back and
the
forth, that'd be
only
amazing.
listening people know what you're talking about, now please regale.
So Jiggle Jeff from the Half Loves, good friend of mine. He always said sad boys or hot boys or the boys are cool, and I kind of picked up on it and kind of beat it into the ground, and therefore the boys kind of picked up on it. And one day Mason found this amazing like heather gray crew neck that had 3 cans of Arizona green tea in the Adidas logo, and it just said Sad Boys on it, and basically it was the best sweatshirt ever made. Apparently there's like a Japanese like K-pop or like weird artist who's way into Arizona green tea, so it's like a thing. I don't know who that artist is, but basically
We really didn't do much research on
yeah,
this.
basically it's the best sweatshirt ever made. So
Basically.
I don't remember how it got brought up
this is-
again the other day.
The T-shirt that Mike is wearing is the Pork Tornadoes cover of that T-shirt.
yes, yeah.
yeah.
It's
That's
amazing.
a wonderful way to describe it. Actually.
Instead of Arizona green tea, you have Truly. You still have the sad face within the Sad Boys lettering. It's
Our logo's in there.
It's the best
I want to
shirt
know
we've
what
ever
that
made.
actually translates back to from
Pork,
Japanese to
pork
English.
Tornadoes.
It does?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Okay.
Weird. Look at that. Well, but then we
So basically, we know how to speak Japanese. is what
Basically.
we're saying.
And we wear our own shirts now.
and it's
we
a new
wear our own
thing.
band shirts.
We're like Metallica and Megadeth.
You're allowed to.
Yep.
But then just to recap again, we made it to Waiting Room Omaha, our first show of all time. The reason we played
Of all
that show
time.
of all time. In Omaha. We played that show because our Spotify stats said that Omaha was our most listened to city, and we're like, there's not how is that a thing? So that's the only way we presented the data to the Omaha place, and they go, well, let's do a show.
Let's try, I guess.
And it ended up being the most, it's going to be a common trend here. It was the most people they had in their venue since March 12th of 2020 when we played there. There was 400 people there, and it was unbelievable.
It was fun.
It's a great room.
The waiting room, it's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Reminds me of Woolies a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got that vibe.
Same vibe.
It felt like that's when, for me, because I was vaccinated, boys, and it just felt like that's when I made it over the hump of like, okay, we're coming out of this, right?
Yep.
Do you feel that way?
Yeah.
Was that your moment, or have you had your moment yet?
Yes. All of those have been awesome. But if I'm being perfectly honest, my moment was last weekend was Lakeside.
Okay.
Just because that
Lakeview.
Lakeview, yeah. Lakeview for the Stone Pier concert series. That was like my over the top. Like I kind of felt like I finally took a deep breath. It was our first outdoor show, and that always feels like
100 degrees
summer.
out.
It was hot.
Yes.
Kind of a smaller community, and just like the setup and kind of laid back kind of a day where when you're in a bigger metropolitan area, you're like, oh, check Google Maps and like, where should we eat? And then like, but in a smaller community, you
I do
kind of
that
just
all the
like
time.
you land at where you're performing and you just kind of camp out and the pace is slower. So like that was when, and then like the people showed up. It was an enormous success, and we played great and had a really good time.
That was your moment.
And that was like my okay.
We can do this.
We can do
Godzilla
this.
tour can happen.
Godzilla tour can happen.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
What about you guys?
I think mine was Hard Rock.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt normal for the first time in
Right.
a while. So kind of Hard Rock into the lake.
Yeah, the
doing
weekend.
a double show weekend.
That was the first double show
Was
since,
a big thing.
since Surf Ballroom in November of 19.
That was the first time I got to break
Jesus.
out second day vocals.
Oh, second day
Second day
bass.
For some reason is always better than first day. It shouldn't be, but it is because I think I'm just fully still warmed up from the night before.
Second day Mace
that
is
was
where
Second day
Mason
Mace.
Mason does very well the first show, and then the second show it just goes into the atmosphere and just like
Call it
murders
Outer
it.
Mace.
Outer Mace.
Outer
Outer-
Mace.
Outer Mace. Can we
It
make
used
sure
to be-
that's
It's like outer space,
It's like
Michael.
Outer
Do you
Space,
get it?
Michael.
How do you
It's
spell
Outer
it?
Mace.
M-A-C-E.
No, it's M-A-S dollars, M-A dollar sign E, like the rapper.
Hey, thank God for Redbubble because we're gonna make all these into shirts.
Yes.
Yes.
Outer Mace.
Absolutely.
It's Mason going, ah, and it just says Outer Mace.
I actually love
But
that.
in space.
But then, so Mason's in space.
Yeah, of course, duh. It's outer maze.
Yeah, I'm in Outer Mace.
It's a mind fuck, dude.
But isn't there like a sort of a famous
really
like
not.
cat picture where there's like a cat floating through space, but like pull the cat out and then put like a cartoon Mason in it.
The Nyan cat thing with the rainbow.
Maybe that.
We already got a silhouette face of me. We can just
Yeah.
put that in Outer
There you go.
Mace.
But are you singing in that silhouette one?
it doesn't matter.
No, but we can put that face into the galaxy.
When you're in outer space, you don't have to open your mouth to sing.
Hashtag Outer Mace.
There's no oxygen in Outer Mace.
Do you think that does it need to be shaped in any way like any kind of like a transportal pod type
Just
situation?
needs to have a dollar sign on it.
Dollar
Yeah,
sign?
just
Okay.
put a dollar sign on it somewhere.
Okay. I guess if you go to our Redbubble in the next couple weeks, you're gonna have a lot of cool shirts to choose from.
I
Yeah.
just clicked confirm order right now.
Oh,
so-
cool.
Are we gonna make Sad Boys
just made
public
that shirt.
eventually?
I
or
don't
no?
know. Maybe people can tell us if they want Sad
maybe
Boys.
like, comment, or whatever you can do to podcast. I don't know if you're gonna watch it on video. There's probably a comment section. Comment if you want a Sad Boy
Yeah.
shirt, and we'll see if it's worth putting up on the Redbubble.
The best part is on Redbubble, you can also order coffee
Like,
mugs.
comment, and subscribe.
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
YouTube. Me and Corey got notepads so we can write our
Yeah,
sad
no
thoughts in
problem.
them.
So,
I like that.
thoughts.
I like that.
Our Sabra.
See, because I would rather have if I'm getting a notepad, I want it to be my Outer Mace logo, because then it's
Okay.
like all my thoughts from
Yeah.
from the
From
atmosphere.
Outer Mace.
Yeah.
From beyond.
But if you
Yeah.
get a Sad Boys notebook, that's where you can write your emo songs. Hey there.
Can we change Star Trek Deep Space Nine into Deep Mace Nine?
Ooh.
This could go on forever. Deep Space Nine.
You're already stumped, so yeah, totally can go on forever.
This could go on forever. Jerry.
I am actually a huge Trekkie. Like I love all of the Star Trek universe. So you guys want to actually
Space
go,
Nine.
if you want to go on a journey with me about Star Trek, we can begin that journey now.
Corey,
I named my iguana when I was a kid after a character from Deep Space Nine.
what was it?
His name's Odo.
Oh, okay.
He was the shapeshifter dude.
Did he look like him? Like, what
No.
would make you name him
I
that?
don't know.
What would
Because the Odo was a shapeshifter dude that could like turn into slime and like go under doors and stuff.
What makes any person name a pet a name?
Wow, that should go into outer maze. When I get that notebook, I'm
Outer
writing
Maze.
down
Notebook cover, baby.
inside cover.
No, that's just on the top of every page, just to get you going. You know.
That goes right up there with all words are made up.
It's like a workbook, really.
Corey, what was your like come out of it moment where you felt like live music was going to be back?
I had such a different experience.
I know.
Working at High V, so like, for me, it was just like any show that we could play, I was like, we're back, baby. But then it never happened.
But we were never
So,
back. It always felt
yeah.
weird though.
Waiting room was the most comfortable.
Yes.
So once we
Yeah.
kicked that one off, like I knew, you obviously know you're gonna be rusty for a little bit, but like after that one, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be easier to get back on the horse. Than
I was a little nervous about us getting back on the horse, but it was like, pfft, here we are.
Yeah, it was. I liked the casual vibe of that place.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of Doghouse in Minneapolis.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
for sure.
It kind of had that vibe. We were off to the side of a U-shaped kind of bar.
Yeah.
There's plenty of places for people to go that didn't want to be right up front of the stage, but a lot of people were right up.
I like that
They had a
place.
great
I like
lighting
that.
rig too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but there was, I hear what you're saying, Corey, but there were some shows we played where it was just like, I never want to feel that way again. Like Bratvold's wedding,
Yeah.
where we all, like, I had
Yeah.
been exposed to COVID and we were honest about it.
yeah.
And they were like, well, we still just maybe be careful. I didn't have any
Yeah.
symptoms, so we all wore masks while we played. It was just terrible. I don't ever want to feel that way again.
Yeah, and then just the not playing for a long time because, like, you know, you get shows under your belt, it's on autopilot. You know, and for it to not be on autopilot is kind of weird.
Well, that's like when we did our New Year's Eve live stream and you forgot how to play the old bass line there.
Yeah,
Remember
definitely.
that? Or no, that was the June live stream, wasn't it?
Yeah, but definitely it sounds fine on tape.
And I think of like the.
Dude, we didn't have to go back. Like, it was
No,
okay.
it was okay.
I've never had to go back and re-record anything either. Don't worry.
No, never.
Never.
None
not
of us.
Not once. Not even a whole guitar solo.
Nope.
But I think that muscle memory, though, that you develop in that autopilot you're talking about, I think it's really important because then it lets you shift away from just thinking about what you're playing musically,
Yep.
and also like be more
Yeah.
present in the room with the people that you're with, and take
Yeah.
the temperature of what's going on, and think about how to accentuate what's happening with all of the humans around you, and make that even better, and continue amplifying that and playing off
Yep.
of each other. And so when some of that is taken away, like it makes it more mechanical and less like I'm a free spirit music bird in this room, and then now you're just like I'm playing at Von Mauer right now, you know, like playing the piano at Von Mauer.
Yes.
Don't make a mistake or your manager Kenny will fire you, you know, like so.
Has this happened to you?
Kenny!
Damn it, Kenny.
Oh man. Well, yeah. I mean, like, it just feels good to be back. We have we are at Woolies tonight. We got Eagle Grove Summerfest coming up here. This
Never been there before.
Never
That'll
been
be
there.
fun.
It's a reschedule from 2020. We got June 25th
Nice.
gig birthday on the dot for me in Sturgis Falls.
Uh-oh.
Like,
mommy.
which means I'll be totally sober, and one of you guys will be falling off the stage.
Well,
Just
it's also your favorite show of the year.
for sure. Like, I love everyone involved with Sturgis Falls. They're my favorite
Yeah,
people in the
absolutely.
whole world. I mean, I hope we play it forever.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be amazing. Cedar Falls, our hometown. Come home down, get down show.
Hometown Get Down.
I'm gonna
was
put
that?
that on a shirt.
If you can figure out what you just said,
Get
then yeah.
down, home down,
Do you
come on
remember what
down.
you said? Yeah.
That was complicated.
That is Friday, June 25th, Friday, June 26th. We go to another new place. We go to Clinton.
Saturday,
Wild
June 26th.
Saturday.
You said Friday, June 25th, and then Friday, June 26th.
Yeah, well,
Look at the website, okay?
Time is different in Outer
Godzilla.
Maze.
Outer Maze,
in Outer Maze.
in Outer Maze, time works different.
See, when Odo switches to slime, and then
Is that a real thing?
he does,
Yeah, you never watched freaking Odo, man?
No, man.
You love sci-fi stuff.
I was like a Star Wars boy.
If it's not anime, though, you don't like it right now. right?
Yeah, I'm way into Naruto right now.
Yeah.
It's bad.
I feel like Sad Boys
There's
would.
like 10 billion episodes. It's a problem.
It's a fuck, bro?
Anyways, enough
Anyway.
about me.
Well, we've been trying to figure out what we should have for Corey for a T-shirt, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Corey's face with the Naruto headband.
Oh yeah.
Can't we just animate
It's
a
gotta
picture
say
of Corey?
believe it though.
That's actually
It's
amazing.
gonna say believe it, and then it's gonna say there's way too many episodes. It's a problem.
Could we get somebody to make us into anime characters? Is that a thing? Or we got your buddy, maybe.
we've got some
We got some
prospects.
stuff?
I don't know if we're ready to reveal that
Okay.
yet, but yeah.
So not anime, but something else, maybe.
Some kind of character.
Also-
Characters.
Couple
Also-
things up the sleeve.
Couple things, right?
Yeah.
Then we got we're in good old Rhinebeck on July 3rd. We got
Yeah.
July 16th is Adventureland. We'll be back for. They've moved their stage apparently, I think.
Okay.
And there's a permanent stage somewhere right there. It's going to be real nice. Adventureland Summer Concert Series. The 17th of July is Waverly Heritage Days. Westgate's going to be there.
Yep.
What's up, Westgate?
What do you look like in anime? Oh, we need to do that real
You
quick.
can upload a selfie and
And it makes you into
it says,
anime.
what do you look like in anime?
Try it right now.
Well, this is probably gonna
They
steal.
did have the Snapchat filter for a while that turned you into an anime character, and it was amazing.
Yes,
Oh.
yes, that's right.
Yes.
Yes,
pretty
yes,
good.
that's right.
I talk like this now.
Believe it.
That's unfortunate.
And you, everybody out there
You're
should
fine.
know if you're in Cedar Rapids, there's only about 200 tickets left to McGrath on July 31st.
Can we talk about McGrath for a little bit?
Yeah, what do you want to talk about?
Well, some people have been asking me questions because they like seeing us in Cedar Rapids, but they're like, oh, you know, I saw you at the Uptown Friday nights
Yeah.
the one time and couldn't get a beer and I couldn't go to the Peas.
Historically speaking, our friend Cale
Can you
Henderson.
elaborate on what they meant by the peas?
I think the restroom.
Oh, the restroom. Okay. So we do talk like adults.
I couldn't find the peas. Cale Henderson likes to joke that he's still in line for a beer from 2018.
Okay.
So it's funny joke.
I'm laughing.
This is not an this is not an Uptown Friday Nights. This is through VenueWorks, who puts on nationwide tours.
Truly, it'll get you drunk.
I already drank mine, that's why. But yes, it's put on by VenueWorks, and they do nationwide tours. It is fully there's no more porta potties. They built a permanent restroom structure.
What?
Yes.
All
So-
because of
All because
our
of us.
one show.
All because of our
Okay,
record-breaking
okay.
4,600 people show. 46,000.
46,000.
If I have a chance to like see a relative I haven't seen for a long time, and they're like, so like I hear you like play in a band, I'd be like, yeah, actually there is a permanent restroom structure that was built because of my band. And
It's a
they'll
point
be
of
like-
pride for us.
It's as close as you can get to Mount Rushmore, basically.
Pretty much.
Like,
I think
that's
they
pretty
named it.
awesome.
I think they named it Outer Mace because it's kind of in the outer rim of the bowl. You know.
That's not what they named it.
Can we?
They would never name a bathroom after
Hey.
me.
Well, you have been known to have times in bathrooms. You know, where one time we walked in, you're like, go, 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 and I was trying to go to the bathroom, but you're like, no.
Can we make?
We're going there now.
Can we
no,
make-
we're not going there.
Can I? Do I have
sorry.
authorization in this group right now
'Cause I-
to make a?
Walked in on a hooker in a bathroom once. That's why.
You did? Oh.
Yeah,
Ugh.
totally.
Ooh,
Definitely
gross.
not a poop story.
No, gross. It's not poop.
What do you? How do you guys feel about if I take a little bit of my free time and I create a, somehow create a Pork Tornadoes plaque, like this structure dedicated by the Pork Tornadoes,
Yeah, and we just put it
2021,
up.
and we have a ribbon cutting ceremony at the bathroom.
I like it.
Can we do that?
I think it's a great idea.
I think it'd be a great idea.
So Corey, to
Sounds
answer
funny
your
to
question,
me.
all
Can
your
you,
friends.
Can you redo the Porta Johnny logo to say Pork to Johnny and then slap it on the door?
Wait, I don't quite get that joke.
The Porta Johnny
Pork-
is where
pork-
you used to have to
Porka
go to
Johnny?
the bathroom.
Porta
They're called
Johnny.
Porta Johnnies.
Porta potty.
And then you change the port to pork.
Porka Johnny?
Porka
Johnny.
Torny.
Porka potty.
Porka potty?
Inserting our name into other things.
Yeah, we've been doing it all episode.
Pretty simple joke.
Well, I don't.
Let's talk about the bathroom.
Anyway, the
bathroom,
bathrooms
anyways.
are really nice, and there's gonna be plenty of beer. They know. VenueWorks knows how much.
Plenty of
beer.
beers,
Plenty of
plenty
beers,
of smokes.
plenty of smokes.
We're gonna have Trulies there.
Lots of Trulies. But that's all I got. We're back, baby. We're gonna do more podcasts. We're gonna work on what our topics are next time. Does that make sense? It's fun. People like it. Look, I still have the thing. This is Corey. Yeah. Corey going. You know.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, you just guys can't hear him.
Yeah.
This is Corey
All
saying
the things
shut up.
you're doing right now are hilarious.
Shut up, Michael.
Shut up, Michael.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You guys can
We're
hear
just
that?
getting our feet wet, you know.
We're learning how to do this again,
practice.
okay? So let's go get drunk.
Okay, bye.
Sounds nice.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
We'll see you soon.